चक्षुर्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदाय कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुवरं श्रीरूपाणं प्रचलस्यसिद्धं श्रीगुरुचरणं वन्दे नमो कृष्णाय रूपानिरूपभक्तिनं च कृपामूर्तिं पंचतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्तवृंद। जय रूप सनातन भक्त रघुनाथ श्री जीव भागवत दासवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे। First of all, I offer my Shastanga Dharma pranams and the lotus feet of our spiritual masters. Nitlai Srimad Bhaktivedanta Sri Narayan Krishna Maharaj Giridhari. Nitlai Srimad Bhaktivedanta Sri Bam Krishna Maharaj Giridhari. The entire Rupana body of the Varna, all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavas present, especially our conscience. So today is the Adidas Tithi, the date preceding the appearance of Srivas Thakur, his most beloved associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So normally it is said that he is the incarnation of Narad Rishi. But we see in eternal Shvetadvip Dham, Srivas is always there. In one way it can actually be said that he is the very origin of Narad Rishi. It can be said that Narad Rishi came from him actually. Because we see, if you look at the birth of Narad Rishi, it is said he appeared from the throat of Brahma. It is said. First, the four Kumaras, they appeared from Brahma. In Brahma, he desired that these Chatushan, they engage in this procreation. They be the progenitors, Prajapati. And they, in this way, they beget offspring, they beget children. But then the four Kumaras, they said, no, we rather meditate on this Brahman effulgence of Bhagavan. Because they were Advaitavadis. There is a slight difference between the Advaitavadis and the Mayavadis. The Mayavadis are very offensive. They deny the very personal existence of Bhagavan. But the Advaitavadis, they do not deny the personal existence of Bhagavan. Rather, their focus is on the impersonal form of Bhagavan. Means the effulgence emanating from his toenails and fingernails. But still they have Nishtha. Because of Shantabhav, they have Nishtha towards this existence of Bhagavan. So they are also in one way Savisheshvadis. They are not actually Nirvisheshvadis, they are also Savisheshvadis. So this way Brahma, he desired that his four sons be delivered. So then we know Bhagavan, he appeared as Hansavatar. He appeared as the Hansavatar, the swan incarnation, and he delivered the four Kumaras. And also they received this remnants of Vishnu. Once we hear that this chandan that was offered at the lotus feet of Vishnu, Narad Rishi, he took that chandan, mixed with tulsi, and he gave it to the four Kumaras. And then they were so much attracted by this scent that you see that the four Kumaras, they even know the Ashtakalya Leela of Radha and Krishna. Just as Shiv Thakur speaks the Ashtakalya Leela to Parvati Devi, the four Kumaras also know the Ashtakalya Leela, and they also speak this Leela. So this way, when they denied their father, then Brahma, he became very angry. And from his anger, Rudra, he manifested. So then again, he begot Narad Rishi from his throat. So therefore, Narad Rishi is the incarnation of Sangeet. The Sangeet Shastra is embodied within him. So Narad Rishi, then Brahma, he told Narad Rishi, now it is your duty. You must at least don't behave like elder brothers. You have to follow my order. Narad Rishi said, no, I'm going to follow in their footsteps. I'm also going to do bhajan. Then Brahma became very angry. Then he cursed Narad Rishi. And since you want to be brahmachari so much, I curse you that next life you'll be a Gandharva and you'll only be surrounded by women. Because you're always so proud of being celibate. So next life, let me see how you'll be brahmachari, surrounded by so many women. So then Narad Rishi said, alright. So next life, so although he was known as a Gandharva and surrounded by so many apsaras, But still he know that he was never disturbed by their presence. No, he was never disturbed by their presence. But still one day, Brahma, he was performing a yajna in Pushkar. So we know that Pushkar is the most important tirtha in Satyuga. In Satyuga, the most powerful tirtha is Pushkar. And in Treta Yuga, the most powerful tirtha is Prayag. And in Dwapar Yuga, the most powerful tirtha is Kurukshetra. And in Kali Yuga, Navadip Dham. So this when Pushkar is performing a yajna, and he desired that Narad Rishi come and do some kirtan there. But then Narad Rishi, he started behaving in a very unusual way. He started removing his clothes and he started dancing in a very inappropriate way. So in Brahma, he became very offended. Then again he cursed him. Now he will be born as a Shudra next life. And then we know that he was born as a Shudrani. But ultimately for 4 months, Narad Rishi, he received the association of the 4 Kumaras. And then it is said that he became liberated. In the sense that he achieved his spiritual body. Yeah. But still we see here also, like there's a slight demarcation here. Because the Mahabhagavats, normally it is said there are 3 stages of the Mahabhagavats. Gurudev describes in his purport to Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu Bindu. He says there is one class of Mahabhagavats called Murchit Kashai. So Narad Rishi, when he was the son of, when he was present in his physical body, then he was in this stage, Murchit Kashai. So what was this Kashai? He still had this desire that I'll have to reside in the forest. And the forest is a place of Sattoguna. So then, because he had this desire, so he was in this stage. And then the intermediate stage is called Nirdut Kashai. So there are no such desires also. Even in the mode of goodness. Any desire you have in the mode of goodness is also Kashai. Is also an impurity in one sense. So Sukadeva Goswami, he belonged to the second stage, Nirdut Kashai. And the third stage is the Bhagavad Parshad Deha Prapt. So this is again Narad Rishi, when he received his spiritual body, then he came to this stage. So here it is important to note that Narad Rishi did not get a spiritual body. This is something we should understand. Not that when a person becomes perfect in sadhana, then he enters into one spiritual body. No. Rather, that spiritual body is latent, it is present within him. Just as the entire tree is present within the seed, the entire body of one, the spiritual body of one is also present within his satta, within his very soul. So this way Narad Rishi went preaching everywhere by Bhagavan's mercy. And has performed so many such wonderful leelas. Like we hear, he does not stay in one place for long. Why? Because one is Daksha, he told Narad Rishi, you train all my sons. And Narad Rishi, he made all his sons into sannyasis. And all of them, 60,000 sons. Daksha became very angry. Then the second time again he begot sons. Again he turned them into sannyasis. Then he cursed him, saying, because you're always doing like this, I curse you that you will not stay in a place more than it takes to milk a cow. So Narad Rishi, this is not a curse, this is a blessing, he said. Now I can go preaching everywhere. But this curse was not applicable in Bhagwan's Dham. When Narad Rishi went to Dwaraka, and there this curse was not applicable there. So there he could stay as long as he wanted to. Because Dwaraka was protected by the mighty arms of Sri Krishna himself. So whose curse can possibly work there? So this is Narad Rishi, we see that Narad Rishi even came to Vrindavan. Because he knew wherever Krishna was born, Radharani is also born. He had this desire to have darshan of Srimati Radhika. And then we know that Radharani gave him darshan in her Kishori form. Narad Rishi, he told Vishwamanu Maharaj that can you just go bring some things from inside your house? I want to bless your daughter. So go bring Durva glass and something to bless her. So as soon as Vishwamanu Maharaj went inside, Narad Rishi started reciting so many prayers. Tapta Kanchana Gavangi, Radhe Vrindavaneshwari, Vishwamanu Sudegiri, Pranamami Hari Priya, so many other prayers. Then Radharani appeared to him in a Kishori form and she blessed him. And then she said, now you go to Bhajan near Kusum Sarovar. So there in this Narad Kum, he's still present there doing this bhajan. And he said in one form is also Naradiya Gopi in this Krishna Leela. So in this way, he is a very integral part of Krishna's pastimes, Ramchandra's pastimes. Because Ram ultimately descended because of whom? Narad Rishi. Because he said, just as I am suffering, you also have to suffer. So to heed the words of his pure devotee, he appeared in this form. Mahaprabhu's Leela, who was he? He was Srivas. So we hear that Srivas Thakur was staying with his three brothers, Ramai, Sripati and Srinidhi at Kumarhat. So Kumarhat is also the birthplace of Sri Ishwar Puripa. So they were staying there. But then they knew that very soon that Prabhu would appear in Mayapur. So they also came there to Mayapur. They started doing so much kirtan even before Mahaprabhu appeared. They do such loud kirtan that the people there, even the Orthodox Brahmins, they would be very much disturbed by his loud kirtan. They say, why are you doing kirtan during these 4 months of Chaturmasya? Bhagavan is sleeping now, don't disturb him. If you wake him up, then there may be a great calamity in our region. So don't do this. Then they even complained to the Qazi. And the Qazi, he even warned Narad Rishi. Once Narad Rishi was even praying to Nrsimhadev that they might even do something to my family. Then Mahaprabhu himself appeared as Nrsimhadev and he reassured Srivas Thakur that don't worry, I'm always here protecting you at all times. So in this way, when Mahaprabhu was born on Gaur Purnima, when all the devotees had assembled there on the banks of the Ganga, and when they were engaged in this Harinam Kirtan, who was leading them? Srivas Thakur was leading them. They were all doing Kirtan under his guidance. Because we know Advaita Acharya, he was there offering these Tulsi leaves to Saligram Shila. And he was also doing Kirtan in a little distance from there. But Srivas, along with all the devotees, he was doing Kirtan there. Because we see among Panchada Bhakti, Srivas Thakur, he represents Sadhu Sangha. Mahaprabhu represents Nam Kirtan. Nityananda Prabhu, he represents Mathura Dhammas. Gadadhar Pandit, Bhagavad Shravan. Advaita Acharya, he represents Srimurti, Shraddhaya Sevan. Srivas Thakur, Sadhu Sangha. So therefore all these pious people of Navadip, they all were in his association and they were all waiting for Mahaprabhu to appear. Then they said, Nadi Audaya Giri, Purna Chandra Gaura Hari. There this Mahaprabhu, he appeared on the eastern horizon of Nadia Dham. So this is beginning from Mahaprabhu's very childhood. Mahaprabhu, he personally witnessed Srivas Thakur's devotion. Even when Mahaprabhu was a Pandit scholar, even when Mahaprabhu was born, we hear the Sita Thakurani came there to bless Nimai. And even Malini Devi came there to bless Nimai, the wife of Srivas. And Srivas would always pray that this Nimai Pandit, he can be such a great devotee. And he will always be praying for him. And Mahaprabhu, he will say, by your blessing, surely I'll be a great devotee. Therefore, we hear that when Mahaprabhu returned from Gaya after taking initiation, and when he appeared as, when he was no longer Nimai Pandit, he was Bhaut Nimai, then people were saying so many things to Sachidevi, that your son, he may have epilepsy, because of having fits, he is falling unconscious on the ground. So then Sachidevi, she was thinking, why are people saying this? Then Srivas, he came and told Sachidevi, that actually your son is exhibiting the symptoms of Krishna praying. You are most fortunate to have a son like Nimai. And then when Mahaprabhu heard Srivas Thakur speak these words, then Mahaprabhu said, Srivas, if you would have also spoken like the others, that I have this and that, some disease, then I would have jumped inside the Ganga, he would say. Because I cannot tolerate my pure devotee also saying this. So therefore now you have saved my life. And then when Sachidevi heard Nimai speak these words, then she said, she told Srivas that always look after my son. Therefore we see, even when Srivas Thakur's son passed away, then Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, they told Srivas that we are always your children. Don't think that now you don't have any son anymore. Now you have two sons. You lost one son, you have two sons. And even when this child was brought back to life, he said, I'm in a much better place now. So the question arises, being in Mahaprabhu's direct presence is the topmost place. So which better place could he be in? So then Gurudev, he says he was in Prakat Praj. There he was in the association of all the gopis in Radharani. And then very soon he will go to Apara Praj, the unmanifest realm, in this way. So this way we see that Srivas Thakur was always there by Mahaprabhu's side. And when Mahaprabhu was exhibiting all these symptoms of Radharani's prem, then he was also there assisting Mahaprabhu. Because Shiva Sangan is what? Shiva Sangan is not different from Rasastali. That entire place, Ishwar Dhyan, is the garden of Srimati Radhika. And then in Rasastali, Mahaprabhu first he started performing Sankirtan only with his near and dear ones. Shri Hari Vase Hari Kirtana Vidana. There, Usha Kala Hoila Nitya, And there we see Mahaprabhu would be dancing all night until Ushakal, until like dawn. And why wouldn't he invite others? Because first Mahaprabhu, he was setting the foundation. And there we see even Srivas Thakur's mother-in-law wanted to come in by force, but Srivas Thakur, he threw her out. And then you see so many people tried entering inside. Even when Brahmin, he wanted to enter inside by force, Mahaprabhu said no, and this Brahmin cursed Mahaprabhu. He said, your household life will be destroyed. And when devotees heard this, they said, what is he saying? Mahaprabhu said, hey, this curse he has given me is not a curse, it is actually a boon, this is a blessing. Because Mahaprabhu, he could foresee that he'll have to take sannyas in the future and go preaching. But there was one brahmachari who had taken shelter of Srivas Thakur. Who was he? This brahmachari, he had made a promise that I'll only drink milk, I won't drink anything else. So then when he entered inside, then Mahaprabhu, he asked Srivas that today in my Sankirtan, I feel that someone Vijatiya, someone opposed to these modes of prema has entered inside. So who is this? Then Srivas said, oh Prabhu, I like one brahmachari inside. And Mahaprabhu, he chastised this brahmachari. He said, just by drinking milk, can you possibly think you can achieve prema? But still, because you have taken shelter of Srivas, you can stay here, he said. I will not make you leave. Because Srivas has given you shelter in this way. And this way we see, even when once Advaita Acharya, he was hiding somewhere in Shantipur. Then Mahaprabhu, Advaita Acharya was thinking, if Mahaprabhu is really, if Vishwambar is really my Lord, then he will know that I am hiding in this place. Just as Nityananda Prabhu was hiding at Nandanacharya Bhavan, waiting for Mahaprabhu to come and receive him. Similarly, Advaita Acharya, he was also waiting in Purandar Acharya's Bhavan, in this associate's house. So then Mahaprabhu, he sent Ramai Pandit, saying, go and tell Advaita, I know where he is hiding. He is hiding there in Purandar Acharya's house. So then Ramai Pandit, he went to Purandar Acharya's house and there he found Advaita Acharya hiding. He said, Mahaprabhu knows that you are hiding here. Then Advaita Acharya knew that Vishwambar is my Prabhu himself in this way. So then we say that when Mahaprabhu would be doing kirtan everywhere, and Srivas Thakur also would be doing kirtan everywhere with Mahaprabhu. Udi Lauruna Purava Bhagavad. There we see. And then everywhere doing kirtan and all the Dhamvasis were being delivered. But you see, even amongst those Dhamvasis, there were certain people who were very envious. And one of them was Gopal Chapal. So Gopal Chapal, what would he do? When Srivas Thakur would be doing kirtan the whole night, Gopal Chapal, he'd keep some meat and some wine outside Srivas Thakur's house. And he would tell everyone that he's a Shakta. He's only pretending to be a Vaishnava, but he's actually a Shakta, worshipper of Durga Devi. And when Srivas Thakur heard this, then he said, oh yes, I am a Shakta, he said. And indeed, the Vaishnavas are actually Shaktas, if you see in one way. Because they worship Shakti. Who? They worship Sarup Shakti. Srimati Radhika. So she is Adya Shakti. So they are Shaktas in the broadest sense of the term. There's one term in Sanskrit called Mukta Pragraha Vritti. In Gurudev's books, you'll always find this term. It's Mukta Pragraha Vritti. Means how much more, how much less. Means if you expand the term more and more, then it can accommodate more and more meanings. It is not confined to one particular definition. So similarly here, if you think of this word Shakta in terms of Mukta Pragraha Vritti, then if you expand it more and more, ultimately it includes even Srimati Radhika's worship. It culminates in worship of Srimati Radhika. So she was also saying, yes, I am a Shakta, he was saying. And Gopal Chapal, and he started saying, oh, he himself is admitting he's a Shakta, this, that. So this way, because of the offense he committed as Srivas Thakur's feet, then he got leprosy. And then when Mahaprabhu came back to Kuli after like some time, this Aparad Banchan Pat, then Gopal Chapal, he fell at the feet of Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu said, you see the thorn is at the foot, and you expect to take the thorn out of the head. How is this possible? If the thorn is stuck at the foot, then you'll have to remove the thorn from the foot itself. Because who are the devotees? They are addressed as Om Vishnupad. No, means they embody the very foot dust of Bhagwan's, so to speak. So therefore go fall as Srivas Thakur's, so to speak, and then you can ask for forgiveness. And then he went and asked for Srivas Thakur's, so to speak, and went and asked him for forgiveness. Devananda Pandit also. We say he didn't even know who Srivas Thakur was. When he was giving this explanation of this verse, this Varapidam Nararvapu Karnayo Karnikaram Liprat Vashaka Kanaka Kapisham Vaijantim Chamaram Randram Venuradra Sudaya Purva Pavindaya. There we see Vrindaranyam Sapataramanam Pravishat Gita Kirti. So Radharani herself is uttering this verse actually when Krishna is entering the forest of Vrindavan. But Devananda Pandit, what realization he had? Nothing. And he had Srivas thrown out. And Mahaprabhu was so offended, he said, what does he know possibly about the Bhagavatam? Not a single syllable. Then when Devananda Pandit took shelter of Vakreshwar Pandit, and Gurudev sometimes even mentions in some of his classes that Pundarik Vidyanidhi also came there. And Devananda Pandit served Pundarik Vidyanidhi also. Not just Vakreshwar Pandit, also Pundarik Vidyanidhi. So therefore Mahaprabhu's heart melted. And then ultimately he also sought forgiveness from Srivas, and Srivas forgave him in this way. So here we see that there are so many such leelas that Srivas Thakur performed there. And then we see even in Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri, Srivas was always there. In fact, this Panchatattva mantra that we sing, it came from whom? It came from Srivas Thakur. He was the one who was singing Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadhar. He didn't sing Srivas Adi Gaur Bhakta. He only came until the point of Gadadhar. And then the devotees, they put Srivas Adi Gaur Bhakta in this way. So the Panchatattva they were singing was so much indebted to Srivas Thakur. No. Once Srivas Thakur, he put his hand at the sun. And Mahaprabhu said, Srivas, what are you doing? He said, I'm covering the sun. Mahaprabhu was smiling. He said, how can you cover the sun with your hand? Similarly, Srivas said, how can you consider yourself as being Krishna himself? Impossible, he said. Everyone knows who you are. And Mahaprabhu even chastised Srivas very heavily sometimes. No? Like one Srivas, he told Advaita Acharya is like Sukha, Sukdev Goswami, or like Prahlad. And Mahaprabhu went to beat him using a stick that the fishermen would use to fish. Using that fishing pole, he went to beat Srivas. And Srivas was running everywhere. So mercy is given in such nice ways. So tomorrow in the Adivas we see Srivas as Adivas Sthiti. Only if we can observe this Sthiti properly, then we can observe all the other Tithis. Because without honoring the devotees, without honoring the sadhus, the bhaktas, how can you possibly honor Bhagavan himself? Bhagavan is never pleased if you try honoring him separately, independently. He is always subjugated by the heart of his pure devotee. Therefore it is said, Tumar Hridaya Sada Govinda Vishram, Govinda Kahena Mama Vaishnav Param. Govinda Kahena Mama Srivas Param. Mahaprabhu saying, Govinda saying, Srivas is my life and soul. So many such leelas, like just one more leela came to my mind. We see once Mahaprabhu told Srivas, the Srivas, why do you let Nityananda inside your house? He has no caste, he has nothing. Then Srivas Thakur said, Nityananda, even if he goes to the house of a Muslim lady, still he is my Prabhu, still he is my heart and life and soul. Even if he goes to the house of a Muslim lady, even if he drinks alcohol, still he is my master. And Mahaprabhu was so happy with him. And we say even Manani Devi, once she lost this pot, and Srivas Thakur, she was so angry, she was so upset that Srivas might chastise her. And Thakur himself prayed that this pot be brought back. Now, because this is paraphernalia, which is meant for the service of Bhagavan. Sometimes even during Kirtan, the devotees would forget a pair of kartals and Gurudev would become so angry. Saying, where is that pair of kartals? Then they would say, we can just buy another pair. He'd say, no, go back to that place and bring it back. Like we see in the Vaishnavas, once they were serving prasad and they were tapping on this pressure cooker. And Trivikramar said, what are you doing? And the Vaishnava said, I was like taking something out. And Trivikramar said, don't do that. That pressure cooker is for Bhagavan Seva. Don't treat it in any rough way. So the Vaishnava said, I'll just buy a new pressure cooker if something happens. He said, no. That pressure cooker especially is reserved for Bhagavan Seva. You think you can just buy a new one and replace that one? No. Be very judicious in your usage of Bhagavan's paraphernalia. So this great Vaishnava is appeared tomorrow to bless us.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Gnananjalakaya Chakshurumritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaye Chadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Vandeham Shri Guru Varam Shri Rupanuga Prabharam Brajarasasigam Chanarayanam Tam Prabhannam Shri Guru Charanam Vande Ramana Prasthaya Bhutale Rupanuga Bhaktinam Cha Kripa Murti Narayanam Vanchakalpatarabhyascha Kripa Sindhuveva Cha Patitanam Pavanidyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Panchadatmatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Sarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktatyam Namami Bhakta Shaktinam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. First of all, I have my Sastanam Bandhav Pranam. Thousand of time in the Lord Sri Paramarajam Guru Parvarnam Am Vishnu Para Stotra Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj Glories. Secondly, I have my Sastanam Pranam. Thousand of time in the Lord Sri Rupanuga Gaudiya Guru Varga. I have my Sastanam Pranam for all Sambhu Vaishnavas and Vaishnavas. Vaishnavas asking a question that we know that Srivas is Bhakta. And Narayana himself, and he is a devotee. But we see that Mahaprabhu also came in the mood of a devotee. And we know that the five features of the absolute truth, they are Bhakta Rup, Bhakta Sarup, Bhakta Shakti, Bhakta Avatar. So did Mahaprabhu in what mood, which Bhakta's mood did he come? Did he come in the mood of Srivas? Or what mood? What is being referred to here by the word Bhakta? So, when we try to pray to the Lord as the Guru Parvana Vaishnava to say a few words, we know that Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has glorified that Panchatat Atmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Sarupakam Bhakta Avataram Bhaktatyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. That the absolute truth is in five features, Panchatattva, and they have these five features are in the mood, all in the mood of a devotee. But one is considered to be Bhakta Rup, that is Mahaprabhu. Bhakta Sarup, that is Nityananda Prabhu. Bhakta Avatar, that is Mahavishnu. Bhakta Shakti, that is Giridhari Pandit. And then there is the Bhakta himself, that is Srivas Pandit. So we can see that Gauranga, Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, Giridhari Pandit and Srivas Pandit, they are all in the mood of devotee. The whole Panchatattva is in this Bhakta Bhav. Mahaprabhu himself, he is Krishna, who is what? They said that Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikriti Ladini Shakti Rasmat Ekatmana Bhuvipura Deha Benam Gato Chaitanyakyam Prakata Aduna Tadvayam Chaikyam Abdam Radha Bhava Duti Subhalidam Naumi Krishna Srupam. Under Krishna Bahir Gaura. Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, but come with the mood and the complexion of Srimati Radhika. So Mahaprabhu is in the mood of a devotee. But internally, he is what? He is relishing and absorbed in the moods of Radhika. In other words, he is absorbed in that mood. Radhika is the topmost of all devotees, all bhaktas. Really, you cannot consider her a bhakta because she is the absolute truth herself. She is even worshipful to Krishna himself. But because she is Ashray Vigraha, Ashray Tattva, all devotees, they come under this category of Ashray Tattva. The Ashray serve the Vishaya. In this case, Radhika is serving Krishna. But the nature of Krishna is that in Braj, that he reciprocates with the Brajvasi, he tries to reciprocate them, therefore he becomes their servant. And Krishna, he begins to serve Radhika and the Brajvasi. Every day Krishna is taking all the cows, every day, in the summer, winter, without shoes, 168 miles, walking here and there. Every day he's serving the Brajvasi, the cows, everybody. So, because this position of Ashraya is so exalted. Therefore, Mahaprabhu is Bhakta, he is devotee. And externally he is following all Varna Ashram, he is respecting all rule and regulations, scriptures, Brahmanas, everything. He is externally in the mood of a devotee, but internally his mood is what? Radhika's mood. He has that devotion. And Nityananda Prabhu, he is what? There is one Mahaprabhu, but there are two Prabhus. One is Nitai and one is Advaita Acharya. Nitai is in the mood that I am serving whom? Mahaprabhu. I am Mahaprabhu's servant. That is his mood. And sometimes Nityananda Prabhu, he becomes absorbed in the mood of Baladev and others. Even Baladev is also, even though he is direct manifestation of Krishna, he is Vishnu Tattva, still he is always assisting and serving Krishna. You can see in the Mahabharata war, there are so many times when there was some dispute, and when Arjuna stole, and when Subhadra stole Arjuna away, Baladev wanted to marry Subhadra to Duryodhana. Then the guards rose the alarm and said, oh, sannyasi is stealing Subhadra away. Then Baladev became very angry. So how is it possible under a very nose they are stealing? He became very angry. Oh Krishna, why are you just sitting here? And Krishna said, what? If Subhadra is, the sannyasi is stealing Subhadra, or Subhadra stealing Arjuna, stealing this sannyasi? Who is driving the chariot? Then he asked the guards, who is driving the chariot? They said it was Subhadra herself. Then Baladev told Krishna, oh, so you knew all these things all the time. If you wanted this, then why did you not tell me before? Then he left. Also when Bhima, he smashed Duryodhana's thighs. That time Baladev came there and he wanted to strike Bhima. He was very angry. Oh, you cheated. And then Krishna told Baladev, oh, but where were you when they tried to destroy Draupadi, when they burned the house of black down, they cheated in the dice game, all these places, what happened then? Why no opposition was raised then? Then Baladev, he realized, oh, it is Krishna's desire. Duryodhana should be removed. And he became silent and he left. Baladev is always serving Krishna. He is always the topmost servant. So Nita is topmost servant of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And even if he is absorbed in the mood of Baladev, he is still in the mood of this Bhakta Ashraya. So Baladev is basically Vishaya Tattva, but in the mood of Ashraya. And sometimes, and then we can see Advaita Acharya. Also, he is Mahavishnu, Sadashiv himself. Sadashiv is Vishnu, he is Shiva, Vaishnavan and Natasham. He is the greatest of Bhaktas. And Mahavishnu avatar, Shri Advaita Chandra. Even Advaita Acharya, he is moved in serving. I have come to this world. If no one here will accept Bhakti, then I will take my Sudarshan Chakra and destroy everyone. They are marrying their cats and dogs and they are enjoying and doing all these nonsense things. If they do not accept Bhakti, I will have to destroy them. I will call my Prabhu, I will call my master down. If he doesn't come, then I will see what will happen. When he is worshipping Shalagram with Ganga and Tulsi and he is roaring and roaring, then Krishna himself heard that roar and descended from Golok Vrindavan. Golok be Hari Hari. He came down from there. And then he united with Advaita Acharya. Advaita Acharya hid himself. Now he said, I will see if my Lord has come or not. Can he find me or not? And then Mahatma himself went, he sent his associates, the call for Advaita Acharya. Then Advaita Acharya knew, he knew. Then he came. This my Lord has descended. And then when Mahaprabhu is always touching Advaita Acharya's feet, he became very upset. He is my master. Why is he taking my foot down? Then he went where? To Santipur, here and there, and started speaking of Yoga Vasishta. Sarva Karminam Brahma, Soham, all these things. Speaking this Advaitavad. When Mahaprabhu heard this, he said, why, if he came here to preach Advaitavad, why he called me from Golok Vrindavan here? And he went there with Nityananda Prabhu, and then he went there, and at that time Advaita Acharya was sitting on the stage. He climbed up and pulled him from his beard and threw him down and started beating. That time Sita Thakur came out, don't beat him, he's an old man, he will definitely give up his body. Then Advaita Acharya was dancing and he was so joyful. Now we can see who is master, who is the servant. Now everyone will know. And this way, Advaitacharya, he surrendered in that way completely to Mahaprabhu's lotus feet. And then Mahaprabhu gave the benediction. Anyone who accepts me but does not accept you, I will destroy them. And then Advaitacharya said, anyone who worships me but does not accept you, I have no relation with them either. So therefore, wherever Mahaprabhu is there, then Nityananda and Advaitacharya and the topmost devotees, servants, they are there by their side. And Giridhar Pandit is Srimati Radhika herself. But she has covered her Bamya Bab, her Braj mood, and now she is in a very humble mood, even more than Rukmini, very Dakshin. And she is watching as Giridhar Pandit is serving Mahaprabhu. How? In the beginning when Nimai was scholar, then Giridhar Pandit didn't want anything to do with Nimai. Oh, he's only arguing this and that, he'll go away. Praying, one day, if only him, Nimai Pandit will become devotee. Then when Nimai came back from Gaya, then Giridhar Pandit, everyone, all the devotees began associating with Nimai very closely. Then he was Bhavuk Nimai, always engaging in Sankirtan. Then later in Puri, then we know that Mahaprabhu himself would come and hear Bhagavatam from Giridhar Pandit, Tota Gopinath. Then Radhika herself speaking on Srimad Bhagavatam, the moves of Radhika would give them to Mahaprabhu and he would relish these. The Gambhira with Raya Ramananda and Sri Damodar. Then Srivas Pandit himself, he is who? Madhu Mangal, Narad Rishi. Now descended in Gaur-Lila as Srivas, as the devotee, the eternal associate, always serving. Whichever incarnation, whichever form he is always serving. Like Madhu Mangal, Narad Rishi, Narad Gopi, all forms, he is serving in this way. And showing ideal devotion, ideal Bhakta. And he's serving the rest of the Panchatattva in this way. So therefore, Mahaprabhu's mood, we cannot take that mood for ourselves. And Nityananda Prabhu is about how we can take that mood. And Advaitacharya is so high class, how we can receive his mood. And even Giridhar Pandit is so hidden, how you will find, how you understand his mood. But Srivas Pandit, his mood is very, very accessible. He's doing kirtan day and night. And he would like to hear this katha. So that he would not caring for his own maintenance, only doing kirtan day and night. If no maintenance comes, I will throw myself into the Ganga. Complete Sharanagati, complete surrender. Always serving Mahaprabhu and Panchatattva, always engaging in kirtan day and night. Seva Bhav. Therefore he said that Srivas Adi Gaur Bhaktivedanta. Therefore, Srivas is the leader, the head of all the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. So under his guidance, then under following his example, then we can go to Shiva Sangha, we can form Sankirtan Rasa. And there, Panchatattva is eternally present, then we can pray to receive a merciful glance, receive the foot dust on our head. So these moods of these devotees, they are very, very exalted. And we cannot jump ahead. Therefore, we have the Guru Paradharma, we have the Vaishnavas. And we have to pray to be under guidance that they may slowly guide us. Bless us that we may make steps and progress towards becoming established in this Vaishnava Dharma, this Gaudiya Dharma. And therefore, in this age of Kali Yuga, there is only one way, Sankirtana Praya Yajanti Hisamedasa, through the process of Nam Sankirtan. Prabhu kahe Krishna Seva, Vaishnava Sevana, Nirantara Karo Krishna Nam Sankirtana. Perform, serve Thakurji, but along with serving the Vaishnava, and always perform Nam Sankirtan. Therefore, Bhaktivedanta Thakur also says that Krishna ra samsara karo charyana char. Jeev doya Krishna naam sarva dharma sar. Krishna doya naam ruchi sarva dharma sar. Give up all bad and sinful behavior, do everything for Krishna, and have compassion on the living entities and chant the holy name. Praying at the Lord's feet of Guru Para and Vaishnavas, their causeless mercy. Mancha Guru
Srivas का जो बकमा हो वो जीव शक्ति है। विचार करो ठीक से, समझ रहे कि नहीं? महाराज भाई तो भक्त स्वरूप है। कौन सा भक्त भक्त स्वरूप है? कौन सा स्वरूप है? और कौन सा भक्त का बता रहे हैं? कौन सा भक्त का शक्ति है? कौन से भक्त है? ये विचार जब तक नहीं आया फिर तो कुछ भी समझ तो कैसे होगा? निर्णय नहीं कर पाए, ठीक नहीं कर पाए, ऐसे कैसे होगा? ऐसे काम नहीं चलेगा। घड़िया चलने से भी नहीं होगा, अंधों की तरह अंधविश्वास करने से भी नहीं होगा। इसी सिद्धांत में जानना चाहिए। चेतन चरित्र में तो इससे 5 अध्याय तक महाप्रभु के, नित्यानंद के, अद्वैत प्रभु के सबके तत्व तत्व भक्त तत्व सबका विचार दिया है। वो अच्छा नहीं लगता है पढ़ने में। कैसा विचार है मेरे सामने? कैसे काम चलेगा नहीं? पहले तत्वगत विचार चाहिए, क्या तत्व है भाई। ये तो विचार करो कि बता दिया पंचतत्वात्मकम कृष्ण, ये पंचतत्व क्या स्वरूप है? कृष्ण एक ही 5 रूप में है, किंतु अभी क्या मुख्य क्या है? भक्त मुख्य, भक्त रूप, भक्त स्वरूप, भक्त अवतार, भक्त शक्ति एवं भक्त, ठीक है ना। तो आप बोले ये जीव शक्ति है, जीव भक्त है, और कृष्ण महाप्रभु है तो राधा तत्व है। क्या बोलने बताइए, पता मैं तो कॉमन भक्त बताया, ये बोला नहीं जीव भक्त, ये बोला नहीं राधा भक्त, वो भक्त कॉमन बताया। क्यों बोला? कौन भक्त है, क्यों भक्त का ये रूप है, कौन भक्त का स्वरूप है, ये विचार करो। इससे आदमी को बोलना नहीं, छोटे तो काल यदि नहीं बोल पाए ना, देख लो खींचे कैसे तो एक दिन भी खाना नहीं छूटा, जीवन भर भी छूट जाएगा। तो सीधा
कृष्ण का रूप महारूप, कृष्ण का स्वरूप, कृष्ण का अवतार
नहीं बोला, बड़ा भक्त रूप कृष्ण, भक्त रूप स्वरूप, भक्त अवतारम भक्तज्ञम नमामि भक्त शक्तिकम।
Krishna is Panchatattvatmaka, and there's Bhakta Rup, Bhakta Swarup, Bhakta Avatar, Bhakta Shakti. So why this Bhakta? Why is it common to all? So Srivas Thakur is also Bhakta and Maharaj is also Bhakta. Then what is the difference between the two? So here, what kind of Bhakta is Srivas? Because here you see, there's Bhakta. Because Krishna is Rup and Swarup, he has many different forms. He has Tatrup Vaibhav, Vaibhav Prakash, Prabhu Prakash, Vaibhav Vilas. He has different kinds of swarups, but until now it has not been described. So here it is being described that here it is being said Bhakta Rup, Bhakta Swarup, Bhakta Avatar and Bhakta Prakash, Bhakta Shakti. And they say which Bhakta is this? So there's the Sambandha and there's the Abhidheya. There's the noun and there's the pronoun. So the noun is Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam. This is then there's the pronoun. There's the adjective, there's the adverb, everything is present there. But who is the adverb, who is the pronoun? This is what should be considered. So tomorrow is Avirbhav Tithi, then we'll think about it tomorrow.